Rajiv Kumar Chaturvedi joins me from Goa in India. He's a professor of ecology and climate change at the Birla Institute of Technology and Science. Prof, good to have you on the program. Thank you for your time.
Hi.
Now, we know that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has pledged his country will reach net zero emissions by 2070. It's decades longer than what activists have actually been calling for, but it's also still a very significant move.
Yes, I really feel that, to me, this is one of the breakthroughs moments at the COP26. And in fact, we are not expecting India to take this the net zero place at COP26. But yes, I think this is one of the breakthroughs to me. It is not correct to say that India has taken 2 decades later than 2050, because if you look at so the 2050 date line, that is for the global average. So the idea is that looking at the respective national capabilities, the developed countries will take the plunge first, and then the developing countries. So I think what India has taken the net zero place for 2070, that is very brave and very, I think, and this shows the country's commitment towards the climate change mitigation aspect.
Well, what do you make of the other 4 commitments and pledges that India's president spoke about, one of them being to reduce carbon emission by 1 billion tons by 2030?
Yes, in fact, Indian Prime Minister has very well outlined, like he has not only emphasized on the 2070 target, which is a distant long-term target, but he has, I think, underlined the short-term route and short-term visibility, how this long-term target will be achieved. So one of the very important additions that has come into this new pledges is the fact that India will be reducing 1 billion ton compared to the business as usual by 2030. And that's actually, if you look at some analysts are putting that means 22% reduction in the emissions by India, like just in year 2030 itself. So I think India is not talking about some distant future, which is 2050, 2060 to 2070, but India is also very much upfront in talking about short-term goals, and I think that's very positive. And also, if you look at other 500 gigawatts of renewables, etc. So this, again, India has increased its ambition on top of what India has agreed at the Paris Agreement in 2015. So I think India has done very well in all those commitments that it has made at the Paris, and now they are moving. They have increased their ambition, and now they have a very long-term goal. I think this is very positive for the country, and we are quite happy about it. Yeah.
So very positive, but of course we know that oftentimes countries make these commitments and these pledges, but it does take a long time for implementation to actually happen. So how quickly and how soon can we see India actually implement these measures? Because they are, of course, one of the world's, or the world's 3rd largest emitter of greenhouse gas emissions.
Of course, if you look from the country perspective, of course, we are the 3rd largest emitters. But yeah, of course, that's the case. But India has done well on whatever it has committed so far. So be it on the energy intensity side, be it on the forestry side, be it on increasing the renewable capacity side. So today we have more than 130 gigawatts of renewable installed, and a couple of years, for example, in 2014, we had a very less amount of that. So we have made a very quick turnaround, and I can see that the 2030 goals that government of India has taken, we will be able to achieve that. Of course, we are confident about that. And yes, of course, the 2070 net zero, I think it has come as a surprise to us as well. It's a very daunting task for India. It's really difficult for India. And that's why I think there were concerns from India that we should not take that pledge right now. But I think what India has done at this point of time is really a very good thing to do. And it is difficult, but I think with the global help, finance, I think we will be able to get there, and we have to work together, the whole countries. India alone cannot succeed in its goal unless it is added by the developed countries via finance and technology transfer.
Yeah, the climate crisis certainly not just affecting one country, the whole world is feeling it. Professor Rajiv Kumar Chaturvedi, thank you so much for your analysis and your time.